All right, I'm going to show a setup here to basically work toward a handstand. First, getting used to the initial positioning where you're trying to bring your torso up vertically with your hips stacked over your shoulders, and coming in and out of this position without necessarily walking all the way up the wall, just to sort of feel how close you can get to vertical and to work the strength in the arms, shoulders, and upper back first, because that is going to be primary to get into this. And also just to get over being upside down and getting psychologically more comfortable with what you're doing. Now you can just keep this as a movement exercise, all right? And by that, what I'm going to do here, I'm using this box so I can have my feet at elevation. So I'm going to start pretty high here, enough that I can have my feet lifted and get my hips over my shoulders without having to walk all the way up the wall. So I'm going to start in a plank. So with my hands forward, I bring my feet to the box. And they don't have to be right at the very edge. Now my knees need to be a bit further than the edge of the box, right from here, because that's what's going to matter when I bring my hips up high. So I'm going to start from here and press up from my shoulders. So make sure your plank is solid and you're not just sinking down. You don't want your arms to be passive. You want to reach into the floor even as you're walking this back. Now I'm going to pull my belly in, around my spine a little bit, and then one hand at a time, walk this in. And now as I bring this in, I'm going to bend my knees and basically just tighten this up. So full bend with my thighs touching my belly, and I'm trying to get as close as I can to vertical through the torso with my butt over my shoulders. You can look down at the floor or look at the box. Just bring this in, try to hold, push rather than just sinking down. And then you can just walk this back out and go back and forth like this for repetitions. But take it slow, and once you get up as high as you're able to, hold here. And you can hold for a longer time. You can just hold for a couple beats. I'd hold for at least 5 seconds and then walk it back out. And then as you get more comfortable with this, you can start to play around. Now, again, you can just hold this for time, pressing your hands into the floor and really keep your hands active. Keep gripping, keep your hips lifted. And if you want to take it further, maybe extend one leg straight up and then bring it back down. And you lift the other leg straight up and bring it back down. And you can just do that once and just count this out for time, or you can just keep on going back and forth. And again, you can use that as a variation and walk this back out. So there's a bunch of ways to use this setup here, but it's a good way to get used to being upside down and engaging basically engaging the tension and the muscle work that you need from the shoulders and across the upper back to hold yourself upside down.